welcome to Big Bear Ice Arena in Lowry, Denver. I don't know what actual city we're in. We're on the old Air Force Base. I know that much for sure. We are going up against Lafayette Black. Andrew waving. Andrew played for the Hyland Black team just a moment ago. They won 4-1. So Charlie will be starting in net this morning. We're missing a couple players. Maddox is not going to be here today. And unfortunately, Colin, due to the penalty yesterday, he'll be out for this and the next two games, which is disappointing, but that's the way it goes. So, sorry you're not here, Colin. Definitely miss you in the lineup. And for anyone that hasn't been to Big Bear, it is incredibly cool. It is not fun. Go on the face-off. Lafayette controls. Turned around to the blue line by Bam. Chipped back behind our net. Lewis collecting it along the end boards. Chipped to the blue line and out. Lafayette playing it across. Speedy slowing it down. Noah turns it around in center. His pass intercepted and dumped into our zone. Lewis picking it up along the end boards. Comes back to Lewis and throws it off the near boards. Puck comes out to the slot. And Lewis pokes it out to the center. And into their zone for icing. 11:07 left in the first. Bryant throws it up the near board for Austin. Austin chips it to the blue line. And not even get out of the zone. Comes back to Bryant. Bryant plays it out from behind our net. Long pass misses. They say it's tipped, so no icing. Opener plays it to the near corner. Henrik pressuring. Bring it out to the center. Into our zone. Bryant breaking up the play, playing behind their net, or our net. Goes off the side of the net, and Bryant has it taken away. Playing to the far corner. Boomer tying up the player. Sweeps the puck up the far boards. Comes back to the corner. Bryant pushing along the near boards. Ian sweeping it out to center ice. Henrik chasing the puck into their zone. Centering pass, but nobody's home. Ian digging for it. Henrik with the, not sure if it was a shot, but it goes to the far boards. And puck's forced out of their zone. Lafayette brings it into our zone. Centering pass intercepted by Nick. It's thrown back to the far corner. Played around the boards. Rhino picking it up, skating out of our zone. Into theirs as a poke checked away and back out to neutral. Lafayette skates it into our zone. Nice poke check by Bam. Puck goes to the far corner. Lafayette regains it. Brings it off the boards. Comes back to Bam. He gets tied up along the boards and throws it back to the end boards. Lewis playing it around to the blue line, but not out. Goes back to Lewis in the near corner. His pass intercepted. Rhino with a poke check. Lafayette regains control of the puck. Walking down the slot. Poke checked away, and Bam throws it out of the zone. Rhino slows the play. Ian stands up the player at the blue line. Keep it in our zone though. Bam ties him up in the far corner. Around in the corner. Centering pass and a shot goes wide. Rebound into the near boards. Goes back to Bryant. Not able to get it out of the zone again. Inches the player off the puck. Rhino throws it up the far boards. Lafayette with the puck again. Takes it to the corner. Right behind our net. Bring it out front. And they play it back out to center ice. Got it into our zone. Right up in their boards. Wesley picks it up. Gets it out to center. Lafayette turns it around. And loose in the zone. Noah pushes it into their zone, but has to poke checked away. Lafayette brings it back into our zone. A shot, a save by Charlie, and he covers. 7:17 left in the first, and there was no whistle. So I guess we keep playing. Bryant throws it down the ice, bouncing at the blue line. Speedy tips it into their zone. Going around the board. Lafayette brings it back into our zone. Pass across, and a shot. 6:51 left in the first. Lafayette will go up 1-0. On the face-off. Thrown up in their boards. Lafayette dumps it into our zone. Dan picks it up in the far corner. Pushed up the boards. Panic. Takes the pass. Has a poke checked away at the blue line. Lafayette controls in our zone. Tied up with Lewis. Puck gets centered and comes all the way out to the blue line, but not out. Lafayette's goaltender's at the bench. Lewis is going to the box for tripping, I believe. Two minutes for tripping. So we'll have 2 minutes penalty kill with 6:23 left in the first. Rhino on the face-off. Out of the zone. Lafayette takes it. Pass back to the top of the face-off circle. Out of the corner. Nice poke check by Rhino. Puck forced through near boards. Pass across and a long shot. Pad save by Charlie. Rebound goes to the end boards. Brought out in front. Another shot and a pad save by Charlie. Backhand shot. Turned around and sent down the ice. No icing. Lafayette back to play the puck. Skating out of their zone. Dan picks up the loose puck in our zone. Able to get it out. Another shot and a blocker saved by Charlie. Rebound comes to the near boards. And sent down the ice again. On you. Rhino back to pressure. Takes the puck. Has it pushed away into the corner. Lafayette skating up from behind their net. 49 seconds left in the penalty kill. Drop pass. Not able to get it out of the zone. Thrown behind our net. Rewind a long shot. Another save by Charlie. Thrown in front. Backhand. Another save by Charlie. 24 seconds left in the penalty kill. Push to the near corner. Back out front, just loose. Rhino tipped it out to neutral. Band on the pass. Rhino pressuring. As a poke check nearly got it in front of the net. Lafayette comes into our zone with the puck. Turnaround shot goes up into the netting, except there's no netting, just out of play. We'll have a face-off in our zone. 4:15 left in the first period. Jags down 1-0. Face-off, Lafayette plays it to the corner. And they're trying up the player at center, and pass comes to Zeke. He throws it off the far boards. Not out. Lafayette chips it along the boards. Henrik turns it around, comes off the boards, and Lafayette plays it to the top of the slot. Turns around along the blue line. Throws it in front, comes to Henrik off the skate. And check in our zone. Lafayette with the puck along the far boards. Pass up to the blue line, dumps back to the corner. And behind our net. Everyone picks it up and throws it out. Tipped out to neutral. Wrestling with a nice intercept of the pass. But Lafayette comes back out of their zone, pass across into ours. Henrik dumps it to the blue line, not out. Goes back to Henrik, he throws it all the way down the ice. On goal. Lafayette passing up the far boards. Comes to Zeke. He tries to get it towards the net, and it's picked up by Lafayette. Nice job, Speedy, breaking up the play. Lafayette regains the puck. Skates it to the near corner. Comes out for Austin. He passes back to Bam. Not able to control it, bouncing along the line. Gets it to Speedy. He centers it. Zeke not able to get a shot off. Lafayette skates out the center. Bam with the interception. Skating into their zone. Shot blocked in front. Lafayette throws it back out to center. Guillaume passes over to Lewis. Lewis chips it back into their zone. Lafayette gets it out to neutral. Regroups in their zone. Nick pressuring. Pass tipped to our blue line and dumped into our zone. Bam back to play around the corner. Dumps it around for Lewis. And kept in our zone. Austin tries to get it out, but it's sent back to the inboards. Bam tying up the player along the boards. He still comes behind our net. Tied up in the far corner. Austin throws it out to his hand, but not out. Behind our net, centering pass. Austin sweeps it away from the net. It's the net's off the boards. So 1:16 left in the first. Shot and a save by Charlie. He hangs on. 3 seconds went off the clock. Back in the face-off circle. Rhino wins it back to Bryant. He throws it around the boards. Stays in. Poke check by Ian. He chases it into their zone. Pushes it behind their net. That's up in the boards. Dumps it back behind their net. Lafayette throws it around the far boards. Comes out to neutral. Rhino picks it up. Turns around in our zone, but lost the puck. bouncing, and Lafayette takes it to the top of the slot. Pass across and a shot. Couple of saves, and Charlie covers. Extracurricular. Pushing and shoving. 32 seconds left in the first. Off the face-off, it's sent down the ice. Lafayette really dumps it to the far boards, and it's chipped back into our zone. They say no icing. Lumber picks it up along the far end boards. Throws it off the near boards all the way down the ice. That will be icing with 8 seconds left on the clock. Go on the face-off. Oh, it's on goal. Charlie with another save. Down to 5 seconds. Loose in front, thrown down the ice, tipped, so no icing. We'll run out of time in the first period. We'll go to the second, down by 1. Jag 0, Lafayette 1. Start the second period. Bam blocking, jump in. Able to get it out of the zone. Back. Headed towards the corner. To the side of the net. Put it out front. A long shot over the net. Centering and a shot and a glove save by Charlie. Lafayette brings it out front again. Another shot off to Charlie. Rebound out to the far boards. Shipped it out to neutral, and Guillaume pushed it into the offensive zone. Backhanded shot and a bad save by the goaltender. Guillaume keeping it in their zone. Going up to the blue line. Lafayette playing it back into our end. Centering pass. Another centering pass tipped wide and out to the blue line. Another shot wide of the net. Right out front and out to neutral. Lafayette dumps it into our end. Lewis picking it up along the line boards. Lays it up the far boards and out to neutral. Lafayette regrouping in their zone. Pass along the far boards, skating into our end. So the shot or centering pass that is nearly in. Shot blocked by Austin. Another shot tipped just wide. Laid out from behind the net, bouncing. Centering pass. Leome chips past the blue line into their zone. He chases it out. It will be icing with 10:04 left in the second period. Right on the face-off. Gets it to on behind. Nick gets it to Rhino. Rhino gets in the offensive zone. Lafayette takes it away. Played around the end boards. Ian digging it off the near boards. Lafayette able to chip it out to center. Skating into our zone. Pushes into the far corner. Nick breaking up the play, getting the puck to Bryant. Bryant skating out of our end. Dumping it down to their end boards. Played up the near boards. Rhino picks it up. Comes out to Boomer. He throws it back down to the corner for Rhino. The centering pass is tipped. Comes back to Boomer again. And the shot goes wide. Lafayette sends it around the boards. Checking the player off the puck. Ooh, nice job, Bryant. Breaking up the play. Puck comes out to neutral. Pass across along the blue line and along the far boards. Bryant slowing it down and then playing it around the end boards. Thrown towards the net, tipped wide. Brought off the end boards. A long shot blocked in front. That didn't feel good. Ian throws it out of our zone. With the steal, brings it into our end. Boomer picks it up in the near corner, throws it off the boards. Lafayette brings it back off the boards. A shot and a pad save by Charlie. Rebound gets to Rhino. It's out of the zone, but it's turned around by Lafayette. Brought back in, and a shot and a pad save by Charlie. Another long shot and a blood save by Charlie. Lafayette playing out from behind our net. Pass to the corner. Right out to the top of the slot. Turnaround shot. Charlie got part of it. Don't know if he saw it coming in or not. Rebounds into the net. So 7:50 left in the second. Down 2-0. On the face-off. Lafayette controls, skating into our zone. Push to the corner by Bam. Sends it back to the corner. Lafayette brings it off. Comes back along the boards. Bam picks it up. Comes out for Noah. Noah throws it out of the zone all the way down the ice. Be icing again. 7:20 left in the second period. It's still cold here. Just in case anybody was wondering. Go on the face-off. Speed with the puck. Comes up the near boards. Lafayette steals on a shot off the crossbar and in. Make it 3-0. 7:13 left in the second period. Austin on the face-off. Lafayette controls. the steal at center ice. Skating into the offensive zone. Turn, shot. And a save of the goaltender that hangs on with 7:01 left in the second period. On the face-off. Henrik picks it up along the boards, passes it back to Lewis. Lewis sends it back to the corner for Henrik. Trying to get it out front and skipped back behind their net. Guillaume digging it out of the corner. Bam keeping it in the zone, throws it in front. Turned around, and Lafayette brings it out of our zone. Ours. Walked in front. Nice poke check by Lewis. And a centering pass and sent wide of the net. Austin tying up the player, picks up the puck behind our net, throws it around the end boards. Chip to Guillaume. Gets it out of our zone, but it's turned around underneath the zone. Sends deep in our zone. Lewis throws it around the boards. Brings it off the boards. Shot and a glove save by Charlie. Sent around the end boards. All the way down the ice. Up the near boards. Comes off the boards for Henrik. He throws it behind their net. Shift over for Ian along the near boards. He throws it towards the crease. And it's sent back out of their zone. Behind ours. Nice stick save by Charlie. Bryant tying up the player. The puck comes loose. And a long shot goes wide. Lafayette picks it up along the boards, brings it out front. Centering pass goes all the way to the far corner. Rhino picks it up. Chipped out to the blue line for Ian. Skip forward, and Lafayette brings it around. Back into our zone. A shot and a glove save by Charlie. He hangs on with 5:08 left in the second period. Right on the face-off, Lafayette controls. Brings it off the boards, back behind our net. Played off the back of the net. Rhino with the steal gets it up for Ian. He throws it forward for Rhino. It's turned around at their blue line. Back into our zone. Bryant turns it around. Ian throws it up the far boards. It's turned around at their blue line. Nick with a tip center ice, and it's dumped back into our zone. Boomer picks it up along the end boards, turns it around. Has it taken away. Wraparound attempt and a shot and a pad save by Charlie. Another shot over the net. I don't know if Charlie saw that or not. Rhino pushes the puck up the far boards. Has it poke checked away just inside their zone. Thrown off the far boards. Boomer keeping it out of our zone. Throws it down to their end. Lafayette plays it out of their far corner. Up the far boards. Bouncing over his stick. And through neutral into our zone. Out in front. Another pad save by Charlie. Bryant gets the loose puck. Skates it up the far boards. Pass across. Tip to Zeke. And it's turned around. And Lafayette brings it into our zone. And a shot just wide of the far post. There's a whistle going to come now for a cross check. So 3:37 left in the second period. We'll go on a 2-minute power play. I didn't see the penalty, but that was what was called. Face-off, tied up. Guillaume sends it behind their net. Skates it off the end boards. Pass back to Dan. And pass it across for Boomer. And a shot. I'm sorry, that's Noah, not Boomer. The shot set up the near boards. Bam keeps it in the offensive zone. And Lafayette tied up along the boards. Puck comes out towards the net. Zeke tipped it on goal, and the goaltender covers. 1:30 left in the power play, 3:07 left in the second period. Austin on the faceoff. Comes out for Lewis. Walks along the blue line. His shot blocked. Lafayette plays it out through center into our zone. Dan picks it up in the near corner. Long pass over to Lewis. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Long shot and a pad save. Rebound comes to Austin. His centering pass tips. Comes out to Lewis. His pass to Speedy gets tipped, and Speedy throws it all the way across. Dan keeping it in the offensive zone. And Lafayette regains the puck. Nice poke check at the blue line. Dan pushes it back in the offensive zone. Gets it towards the slot. And a shot by Wesley. A stick save by the goaltender. Puck comes loose all the way down the ice. Lewis picking it up along the end boards. 2:09 left in the second period. 30 seconds left in the power play. Lewis chips it deep into their zone. Lafayette picking up behind their net. Throws it down the ice. And Lafayette picks up the loose puck in our zone. Pass out to the point, a long shot and a stick save by Charlie. Boomer sends it to the end boards. Bryant picks it up. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bryant brings it out from behind their net. Throws it up the near boards. Lafayette with the steal. Thrown in front. Goes wide. Rhino picks it up. Pushes it out front. Bryant picks up the loose puck. Pass up for Henrik. He comes into the offensive zone. Shot bounces. Goes behind the net. And it's sent around the end boards. Down the ice. It'll be icing. 1:03 left in the second period. Off. Lafayette controls, throws it around the end boards. We're keeping in the offensive zone. Rhino chips it to the corner. And a shot over the net. He is digging for it in the corner. Lafayette comes out. Skating. Rhino with the shove is neutralized. Bryant throws it back out to neutral. Lafayette pass across. Getting it into our zone. Rhino with the steal along the blue line. Ian chips it deep into our end, or into their end. There's a whistle. I think they're both going. Looks like we got the extra penalty. Clarification for the scorekeepers. They do have, Lafayette will have the power play for 2 minutes with 25 seconds left in the second period. Here come the face-off. Rolls. Bam pushes the puck out to neutral, skating through into their zone with 18 seconds left in the second period. Regains the puck. Long shot over the net. Bouncing up the far boards. Lafayette picks it up with 10 seconds left, skating into our zone. Nice poke check by Bam. He chips it into the penalty box. So the clock stops with 1 second left. Not too many players. Off the face-off. That'll do it for the second period. We'll go to the third. Down 3-0. Thought we were ready to go. We have two penalties on the board. I'm not sure. A 2 and a 4. Bam chips it out of our zone. It rolls down into theirs. Guillaume chasing. Ties up the player in the corner. Lafayette comes out of their end. Not sure why we have the second penalty up on the board. We're only down a player. Centering pass intercepted by Bam. He throws it to the blue line, but not out. Long shot, the pad save by Charlie. Lafayette skinny up behind their net, or our net. Well, shot and another save by Charlie. Chipped up and behind our net. Nice poke check by Lewis. Push it behind our net. Comes around. Lafayette wraparound attempt, push wide. Comes out in front, and Charlie has to play the puck. Gets almost out of the zone. Plays back to the end boards. Lafayette comes off the boards. There's a whistle. or a body check. I'm not sure who it's on. Looks like Lafayette's going to go off for 2 minutes, so it'll be 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. And we'll have a bit of a power play. Noah on the face-off sends it towards the net. It's chipped out to neutral. Boomer picks it up with center ice. Pass to Bryant. He chips it over for Noah. Noah chips it into the offensive zone. Lafayette turns it around, throws it down the ice all the way. Calls icing. When it's even, there is icing. 10:33 left in the third. Noah on the face-off. Kick forward. Lafayette throws it out of their zone and skates it into ours. The penalty has expired. Another shot and a save by Charlie. The shot goes wide. 1:28 left in the power play. Bryant running for the puck in the corner. Lafayette passes back to the blue line. Long shot, bounces to the far corner. Lafayette brings it out of the corner. Pass back to the blue line. Long shot goes wide, bouncing up the near boards. Wesley passes up to Speedy. That's turned around at their blue line. Lafayette comes back into our zone. Goes around behind our net. Bryant picks it up. Goes it up to the near boards. Careful. Bryant picks it up along the end boards and throws it out to center for Austin. Lafayette turns around, dumps it back to our end. 30 seconds left in the power play. Boomer throws it around the end boards. It's all the way down for Lafayette in their zone. Austin with the steal. He gets it to Brian. Skates it in. Pass to Henrik. Walks in. A shot and a save by the goaltender. 9:03 left in the third. Still down by 3. Austin on the face-off. Lafayette controls, throws it around the inboards, and keeps it in the offensive zone. Pushes to the corner. Centers it to Ian, a shot and a save by the goaltender. Henrik with the steal. Nice poke check, but it comes back around to Bam. Bam brings it off the far boards. Pass back to Austin. Centering pass blocked, and he throws it back to the inboards. Henrik picks it up behind the net. Chipped forward. Bam, not able to get it on net. It's a kick to a Lafayette player who skates it out of their zone. Through neutral. Lost the handle, and Lewis chips it back out to the neutral zone. No, not quite. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. All the penalties have expired. Puck comes to Henrik at the blue line. Chips it out to neutral. Pushes it into the offensive zone. Oh, sorry. Apologies for the sudden movements. Push the end boards, bouncing at the blue line. Van keeping it in. Zeke, his pass tipped. And Lafayette sends it back into our zone. Lewis throws it all the way down the ice for icing with 7:48 left in the third. Uneven camera movements, my hands are frozen. Note to self, bring gloves to the street. Off the face off. Puck center around. Nick pushes it to the blue line. It comes out to neutral. Lafayette turns it around. Nice poke check by Boomer, but the puck comes to Lafayette player. Another shot, another save by Charlie. Clearing attempt is blocked. Kept in our zone. It's poke check by Viome. He gets tied up along the far boards. Throws it up for Nick, but it misses. Comes all the way down the ice for icing. 7:18 left in the third period. Wimmer picks it up behind the net, passes back to Rhino, and passes up to Viome. Viome's pass blocked. Lafayette brings it back into our zone. Pass across, doesn't quite connect. Behind our net. Pass up to the near boards. Pass blocked by Viome. He throws it up the near boards. Kept in our zone. Behind our net, tries to get out front. Bryant with a steal momentarily. Nick throws it around the boards. Oh, sorry, trying up. Another shot, blocked in front. Comes a Lafayette player in the near corner. Pushes back to the far corner. Rhino tying up the player with a stick. Nick pushes it up on the near boards. It comes out. Viome pushing it through neutral into their zone. Nick picks it up in the far corner. Rhino trying to get a shot off. Gets pushed off the puck. And the puck comes out to neutral. Centering pass. Broken up by Viome and Lewis. Ben picks up Lewis' puck. Throws it around the far boards. Rhino picks it up. Passes up for Nick. Turned around to the blue line. Lafayette backs it into our zone. Walks in front. Shot off Charlie's shoulder. Goes behind the net. Van turns around in the near corner. Comes out to the top of the slot. A shot and a stick save by Charlie. Lafayette playing it back to the near corner. Skating it behind our net. Centering pass blocked. Bouncing at the blue line. Going forward. Lafayette picks it up. Throws it on goal. Another save by Charlie. Skating back and forth behind our net. Throws it to the blue line. Another shot. Another save by Charlie. And he covers with 4:54 left in the third period. Quick save. Rebound is sent right back at him. Bad save. Lafayette skates out behind the net. Another shot blocked. Goes to the near boards. Noah sends it out to neutral. Lafayette throws it across. Skating into our zone. Long shot tipped wide. Noah chips it out over the bench. Face off in our zone with 4:27 left in the third. Austin on the face-off. Going through the slot. Speedy picked it up. Nick passing it up for Speedy. It's turned around at the blue line. Another shot. Goes wide. Down to the near boards. Lafayette centering pass. Sent towards the net. Boomer picks it up. Pushed to the far boards. Speedy into keep it away from Lafayette. Boomer ties up the player. That'll be a penalty. Boomer will go to the box for a hold. Lafayette players go to the box. So it looks like we've got two going off. A hook and a high stick. Zeke, and I'm not sure, I would guess it'd be Boomer, but he's still out there. So it looks like it'll be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes with 3:49 left in the third. So that'll be fun. Keep your stick down. Hendrick taking the face off. It's been a while since he's taken the face off. Push to the near boards. Lafayette pass to the face-off circle. Another shot. This whistle. The net's off. 1:54 left in the 5-on-3. On the face-off again. Wins it to Bam, and he dumps it all the way down the ice. Goaltender drops it. Lafayette skates out of their zone. And it pushes them wide. Less than a shot goes wide. Bounces off the something above the glass. So we'll have a face-off in our zone. 1:34 left in the 5-on-3. Wesley on the face-off, moves it back to Bam in the corners. Picks it up, dumps it down the ice. Lafayette picks it up in the near corner. Skating on the other end. Nice poke check by Bam, getting it to the far corner. Lafayette brings it off the end boards. Pass back to the blue line, back to the corner. Forward. Thrown out. Wesley tips it. Pass to the far dot. Walked in, a shot across. Goes back to the right side. Pass up the top. And a shot blocked in front. Wesley pushes into the near boards. Puck comes back to Bam. He throws it over the glass. And a half glass got him. 38 seconds left in the 5-on-3, 2:27 left in the third. We'll have a face-off in our zone. Off the face-off. Lafayette controls. Lost it and it skates momentarily. Long shot. Bad save by Charlie. Rebound comes to the Lafayette player and skates it behind the net. Centering pass blocked by Bryant, and he throws it up the near boards. Ian picks up the puck, jumps it in on goal. Goaltender sends it to the far boards. 14 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Lafayette comes out of their zone. 3-on-2 developing. Nice poke check by Bam. Breaking it up. Goes back top of the face-off circle. A long shot. That's saved by Charlie. Both players out of the penalty box. Back to 5-on-5 with 1:40 left to play. Sent in front. Charlie with another save and cover. And a whistle. 1:35 left in the third. On the face-off. Block goes to the near corner. Lafayette brings it off the boards. Turn around, shot blocked by Guillaume. Or sorry, it's Bryant. Pick back up along the end boards. Lafayette centering pass shot blocked. Goes to the end boards. Back to the near corner. Back to the near boards. Back to the end boards. Centering pass. Sent out to the blue line. Boomer pushed it through neutral. Turned around. Bam with the steal along the far boards. Chips it into the offensive zone. Picks it up and a shot and a glove save to the goaltender. Throwing it back in front. And the goaltender covers with 43 seconds left in the game. Still down 3-0. On the face-off. This puck towards the net, but it comes up in far or near boards. Tip to the blue line, not out. Off glass to the far corner. Lewis picks it up and skates behind our net. Long pass out to Speedy and neutral ice. He passes up for Boomer. Walks it in, a shot and a blocker save. Thrown in front. Sent back to the far corner. And Boomer's going to the box. So 6 seconds left in the third. Run the clock, get it done. So that will do it for this one. Your Jags now 1-2. This afternoon's game will make the difference. We play at 3 o'clock at the Promenade, and so we'll wrap this one up with a handshake. I will climb down off of this rigid, rickety platform. And until this afternoon, thanks everybody. Go Jags.